So, Pastor Leo and I were just working on the Financial Hope Workshop and talking through tracking by category. And Pastor Leo had some amazing insights on why we do this. So I want to just open it up to him. Pastor Leo?
Hey guys, so we were talking about tracking expenses by category, which is really probably the best way to manage your personal finances because it helps you to make good financial decisions in the moment that keeps you on track, right? Most of us have to make decisions throughout the day, and many times we make those decisions. What I've run across is people who really struggle when they get paid, they have all these bills they have to pay, and then they're thinking, every time they have to make an expense, they're thinking, okay, if I spend money here, will I have enough for whatever is coming up next until I get paid again? And really that's a very limited way to look at your finances. Again, we talk about budgeting being a yearly plan, then we manage monthly, right? So it's not a monthly plan, it's a yearly plan, but we manage it monthly, and then we do it by category because it's easier, right? It is defining needs versus wants, and really it's about having easier way to control your spending. So think about your finances. Let's say you're on your way to work this morning and you need to get some gas. When you go up to the pump and you're about to consider whether you're going to fill up the tank or if you're just going to put in $5-10, what goes through your mind? What are you thinking about to make that decision? Well, many people I found, they're thinking about how much money do I have in the bank? That's the first thing. So do I have enough to put money in, to spend money on gas? The second thing to think about is how much can I spend on gas because I have other responsibilities. So we begin to go through these 90 different things we have to pay in the next 2 weeks, and then we kind of get locked. And so, based on the bank balance and everything that's going on as far as decisions we need to make financially, we kind of get stressed out. And finances shouldn't be taking up that much of our mind and our effort. So what we talk about is take your budget, create it a yearly plan, track monthly by categories, and do so that when you go to put gas in your car, you're not thinking about anything else other than I'm putting gas in my car and I can fill it up, right? Why make 6 trips to the bank to the gas station every month when you can just make 2? And so that's the idea, is that you have a way to track expenses easier. Here's the other thing. It's important to realize that when you create your budget, you are going to assign a certain amount of money to each category. That way, at any given time, as you're tracking your expenses, you know how much money is left in that category in that particular time of the month. So it makes it easier to make these financial decisions.
This has been super helpful for Ashley and I because when we go to buy groceries, and let's say we're spending $150 or $200 on groceries, whatever it is for that trip, and we go to buy, we're only thinking about our groceries category. Do we have enough money in our groceries category for this month? And if we started with, let's say, $450 and maybe we've spent $200, well, that means we have $250 left. And so when I go to the grocery store, I'm only thinking, we've got $250 left, so I can spend $50 on this trip or $100 on this trip. And it allows me to know on groceries, I'm not having to worry about my electricity in that moment. I'm not having to think about, do I have enough money to buy gas? Because all those other things have their own category. So instead of thinking of a lot, it shortens it down to just one simple thought process. Is there enough in this envelope? And this is why people use the envelope system, because it makes it very simple with cash. Well, here we're talking about doing it just in an Excel spreadsheet. Very simple. Thanks, Lou.
So we use this transaction register when we teach our workshop, and really it's just taking every expense you have and breaking it down into a main category and then having some subcategories. So for instance, if you have transportation expenses as being a main category, then you would have things like car payment, gas, maintenance, tax and inspection, maybe even insurance. Obviously, all of those would be subcategories, so you can track each one of those individually. It just makes it easier to make financial decisions. And honestly, if you're spending more than 2 to 3 hours a month thinking or planning or managing your money, you probably have too much time focused on that area. And it's really, that's not what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about just managing money the simplest way you can by creating a good plan and sticking to it.
If you do this every single month, it will take you probably less than 30 minutes to put together your budget for the following month, and then just walk it out. It's a very simple process. Takes a little bit of time up front, but can be completely life-changing.
And you can meet all your financial goals, and whatever those may be right now for you guys. So thanks for taking the time to listen to this and watch this video, and we hope this helped you to manage your money more successfully.
Thanks.